I'm joined now by Shaunak Amin, co-founder and CEO of Stadium and SnackMagic. Shaunak is an experienced entrepreneur who has been launching and scaling his own businesses since university. He started his first business, Tika Foods, during his sophomore year at University of Pennsylvania, which initially started as a food truck and ultimately evolved into a wholesale delivery service of ready-to-eat contemporary Indian food. Shaunak, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm excited.
You truly have such a unique background, and I hear the story of how SnackMagic came to be is really, really interesting as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. So we as a team, we've been working together for 8 years now. Our first business was a business called Stadium, which was a food delivery business based out of Manhattan, New York, where we specialized in delivering dishes from different restaurants all together at the same time. So if a group wants to eat, you want sushi, I want a burger, we can all order from different places and it'll come together as one order. That was the business catering mainly to offices and in-person events. Uh, and then COVID happened, March 2020, and overnight that business came to a standstill, right? There were no offices or nobody was in offices. So we had to quickly think about how can we apply our model to something else. And that business was growing incredibly fast. We were at our highest point in February of 2020. So when that happened, I think the team got together and we said we have this unique concept where one person can treat many, many people at the same time, and each person on the other side can choose what they want. We used to apply that concept to lunch, and we said, can we apply the same concept to something else? And at that time, I remember we had like snacks and beverages on the menu. It was roughly only 10% off the menu and a growing portion. So we said, what if we create this concept where an organizer, when they're organizing an event or an employer wants to treat the employees who are all working from home, can send out a link. Each person gets the link, and then they click on the link and can choose their own snacks. If you're vegan, you can choose your vegan snacks. If I prefer something more on the protein heavy side, I could select those snacks, and everybody could build their own snack box. So that's how the idea of SnackMagic was born. We got this idea, what is the second week of April 2020. We conceptualized it, we built the product and launched it in 3 weeks. It was a fun time. The whole team got together and we got the first order before the end of April. That's how SnackMagic was born. And it scaled quite rapidly. In 8 months, we went from 0 million to approximately 20 million in annual run rate by December 2020.
That is a seriously impressive pivot, and I personally would love to receive one of those boxes for an event. Do you have some examples of boxes that SnackMagic has created that you can share with us?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we make the whole experience fun. And let me share my screen to show you some of these boxes.
Awesome.
So this is how the box typically looks. Right? It's colorful, it's fun, it's engaging, and everybody's picking their own snacks, so each box is going to be different. And I think what's fun about this is also that the organizer, the event organizer, can choose to add in different things, like swag items, branded swag items, and all those things in the box. So yeah, that's what the box looks like. We make it fun and colorful.
Yeah, they're super fresh. They're so fun and colorful. I would love to have one. You've been involved in so many virtual and hybrid events. What are some of the trends and successes that you've seen?
Yeah, so I mean, to be completely honest, when we first started SnackMagic, we did not know that events was going to be such a big portion of our business. And today, when you look at the business today, roughly 60% of our business is events, whether it's
Wow.
completely virtual or in person or hybrid. And so we learned the whole event space along the way, you know. So when we started in April, I believe we did our first virtual event in May. And what we typically do is once we start seeing something new and interesting, we'll talk to many, many customers, you know, firsthand to see what they want, what the trends are, those sorts of things. So I think what we realized very quickly was one of the most important things was they wanted to brand the box, right? They wanted to put their logo on the box. So very quickly, within month two or month three, we gave organizers the option to brand the box. And then what started happening was people, they wanted us to add branded swag inside the box. Whether it's a branded face mask or a notepad or sometimes even an agenda leading up to the event. So then we started accepting, like, you can do a snack box, but you can also send us anything you want and we'll include it in the box. So these were things we were learning on the fly. But today, if you look at, like, I want to say 60 to 70% of the boxes would have branding on them, whether it's their own logo, the event logo, or sometimes what people do is they'll also include their sponsor's logo, anybody who's sponsoring. So we do that. And then same percent of boxes also have some sort of swag in them. So that was, I think, the other learning we had, and that trend keeps getting stronger and stronger. And then I think what happened is we realized when people were doing virtual events, they told us that initially, like, they were getting more global people, like people from outside the US joining the virtual event. So even though we started as a US only snack box service, I think very quickly by month four, we had to make it a global service. So today, we ship to over 130 countries all over the world. And that part of the business keeps growing because, I mean, as you can expect, in person, people are going to attend locally, but when it's hybrid or virtual, you're going to get people all over the world attend the event. So that was the third trend that took off, and it keeps growing. And I think today, I want to say at least 30% of our business is outside of the US.
Wow, wow, what an incredible transformation. And I would imagine that it would be a fantastic sponsorship opportunity. So that's great to see that global growth as well. As events and employees start to go back to in-person environments, whether they're events or offices, how do you anticipate that you might shift or pivot again in this ever-changing landscape?
Yeah, so interesting. So I think we listen to our customers a lot, So basically, all the good ideas come from our customers. So what started happening, I want to say 2 months back, people started talking about, okay, we are planning to do hybrid events or in-person events. What can SnackMagic do for us? So we came up with this concept of, and I'm going to share my screen. So for in-person, what we realized is snacking should be fun even when it's in person. So we came up with three concepts for in-person events. One is goodie bags, and the same concept applies where you could choose the snacks that go inside each bag and send it to everybody, or you could just send a link out and have everybody pick their own snacks. And the goodie bag is going to be labeled with each person's name. And you could brand the bag, you could include some sort of sponsor material in the bag. So this is one concept that we've come out with just 2 weeks back, and it's super popular. The other one is grab and go trays, where each tray has 100 snacks, like 10 unique items and 10 of each. And each tray has a different theme, So if it's summer, there could be a summer-focused theme. If it's July 4th, we had, like, that was one of the most popular ones. So we have grab and go trays as the second option. And then some people will just want, like, bulk discounted cases, So we also do that. So these are the three formats that we've come up with for in-person events, and they seem to be getting a lot of traction. I'd say the goodie bag option is the most popular one, followed by grab and go trays, and then discounted cases.
Those are so cool. I love the themes, and I love the idea of actually being able to pick my own snacks and make my own custom goodie bag. How fun is that? Well, it has been so fantastic learning more about you and, of course, the value that SnackMagic brings to the table. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.